Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is the Duchess. Hey, I'm out here. My hair is growing. You know, I gotta put my earrings back in, but I had brought these earrings and they were irritating my ear. I don't know, they were real diamonds, but the post may not have been good for me. But anyway, I'll get a new set of earrings. You know, it's just material. But I was talking about in another video. I was talking about these women that are going to the churches. A lot of these women are water witches. Be careful, gentlemen. And I do mean the gentlemen. I'm not talking about, you know, these males, these low down, you know, grimy type of guys or males. I'm talking about the real gentlemen that are out there. Every big butt and a smile ain't good for you. You know, these water witches, these mermaid bitches will mess you up. They'll jam you up. But I also want to talk about, you know, the sharks that are in the water. Those are your males today that go out there and they prey upon women who are gullible and naive. I know, because I was one of them. You know, these churches is just filled with a lot of demonic activity. They deal with the sea kingdom, the marine kingdom, baptism, bringing down the Holy Ghost. You know, I don't know of anyone who ever heard of something where it's a ghost and it's holy. I never heard of a ghost being holy. That's a new one to me. If somebody knows something different, please let me know. Because, I mean, what's holy about a ghost? A ghost is an earthbound spirit that's trapped or stuck here. They can't ascend because they have no light. They don't have the power to ascend. They didn't live a life, right, where a life that was based upon structure. That's where you get your people that are Satanists and they don't even know that they're practicing Satanism. They don't even know that. They go to the churches, the mosques, whatever. Then they, you know, every Sunday or Friday, Juma, you know, they go into the mosque or they go into the church on a Sunday. And then, you know, they go to work 5 days a week. And on a Friday after work, it's happy hour. You got to get your groove on. You know, oh, that brother right over there, he got a car, you know. Oh, that sister right there, she got a big butt and a smile. Black people so stupid. I'm sorry. Stupid just means stupid, in a stupor, in a trance. I just got to laugh. I don't know what to do. If I didn't laugh, I would cry. Because it's so sad. You know, and looking at what we become, we degenerated so much. We've fallen. We're not even from here. We're not from this planet. We were at one time the masters of this planet, and now we switch places with the creation. Now we going up in these churches. And, you know, the black woman, the so-called black woman, she's sitting up there. She's sitting up there because she knows she ain't right. Lamenting, oh, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, please help me. Jesus, help my son, help my daughter. I'm going to pray. Everything about with the black woman, she's going to pray for everybody and everyone. But can't even pray for herself. I'm going to pray for you. You know, my son's in the street. I'm going to pray for him. My daughter's out there prostituting. I'm going to pray for her too. My mother's sick. I'm going to pray for her. My dad's got Alzheimer's. I'm going to pray for him. You know, and she's just lamenting in the church. And the reason why is because subconsciously, this woman, she knows that, or this man with the womb, she knows that she was the first upon earth. And she produced these degenerate sons, who then became the gods of this degenerate Yeti creature that's running the earth, creating chaos wherever he goes. People so scared of Set. They're too scared. Oh, because Set is known to be very violent, a very volatile creature. Read Mary Shelley's book, Frankenstein. Watch The Island of Dr. Moreau. With Marlon Brando. But, you know, I'm just going to talk a little bit more, and then I'm just going to wrap this up, about how, you know, you got to be careful who you're sleeping with, fellas, because you could be sleeping with a water witch, one of these mermaid bitches. You don't even think that it's kind of strange how a lot of these females these days, they're wearing colorful hair, you know, dressings like red, pink, blue, green. Those are your mermaid bitches. Those are your mermaid hoes, Inky's hoes. Those are Inky's bitches from the sea. Lucifer's bitches. They come here to take you down in that murky water and drown you. The vagina is a very large place to swim in, especially when she's getting around. Everybody knows her. Everybody knows that she gets around. You're swimming in that ocean, you're going to get drowned, brothers. Better be careful. That water ain't really clean. It's murky. You can't see things clearly. Then next know you get trapped up in that ocean and you can't get out. You get sucked in. Then you become one of the dominions. And then you got to come back in this life, another life, and you're working for the Luciferians. That's all I gotta say. You know, it's sad what we become. I'm seeing too many witches out here, water witches, the makeup, the hair, the weave, the nails. You gotta remember, fellas, that those who came down, the fallen angels, taught the women the sciences of witchcraft. All that stuff that brings you in, that allurement, that draws you in, that magnetic attraction, that's all witchery. It's witchcraft. And women, stop allowing these males with the gift of gab. That's one thing. The serpent, you know, serpent brothers, you know, some of these brothers, these males, they have the gift of gab. They're good at, you know, being orators, speakers. They know what to say, when to say it, and they flatter these females. You know, one thing about the woman was she's very vain, because being that she was the first idea of a God upon earth, that still dwells in her. So she's always taken in by vanity, makeup, hair, flattery. I know, because I've been down that road. Don't let one of Inky's mermans, or one of his sharks, you know, one of his sharks looking like a merman, which is really a shark underneath, you know, looking to just swallow you whole. You know, don't let them, you know, take you in by flattery or by this Luciferian doctrines. These Luciferian doctrines ain't nothing but, you know, the false light. You think you really have something, you think it's really the truth, and it's not. We're trapped in this three-dimensional realm. We don't belong here. We're following the ways of the creation. We're trapped here, we're abandoned, we're on a lower frequency, we're vibrating on a lower frequency. Our minds are very weak, our bodies are very weak. We are a people that are sick. Stop following these clones, these female clones. If you have a female friend, be careful, she might be a clone. She sounds like everybody, she dressed like everybody else, talk like everybody else. That's where you got your clones. Clones is like, you know, androids. Like Stepford Wives. Whatever you like, you know. At one time, actually, these beings that came down here, the Anunnaki, created certain beings to serve them and satisfy them sexually, not only for labor but also sexually. And so you got some females that carry that gene, that sex gene. And some of them you might see as prostitutes. Others you might call a hoe. Prostitute, hoe, it's all the damn same thing. They got that in their genetics, the sex kitten. Some of those celebrities got it too. You know, there's times when it's turned on at certain times in a female's life. These genes get turned on, whether she's molested, traumatized, or she has to survive through prostitution. You know, these genes get turned on sometimes through trauma. That goes the same thing for some of these gay females too. The ones that are born that way, that's different. The ones that get traumatized, come on now. You know, go to the ocean. Speak to Mother Yemaya. Speak to Oshun. Speak to the goddess. Heal yourself. I've seen some of these females. They're hurting and they're wounded, and they really need to really heal. But that's not my business to get in other people's affairs. But when they come around me with all this nonsense, then I got to talk about it. I'm just not talking about this to be talking about this. I'm talking about this because I've had females like this come in my life, and I mind my business. I always mind my business, but obviously, my ancestors may be sending them my way for a reason. Okay. Anyway, with that said, fellas, you ain't no angels. You got work to do. Sisters, you ain't no angels. Y'all got work to do. We all got work to do. And it's blaming, he says, she says stuff, and bickering back and forth, and it's your fault. No, it's my fault. It's your fault. That's not getting us nowhere, because we got bigger fish to fry. Okay? So let's put on our thinking cap and let's start really working on this. The churches is not doing it for us. They're not doing it for our children. That was never their intent anyway. The church was always used as a social place to go to really congregate with others, to feel like family. But that whole structure is that's been falling for a while. Anyway, with that said, peace and love and light. Everything is karma. What you do today, you may have to reap tomorrow. And if not you, your children or your children's children. So be careful what you do. Nobody's above the law. Remember, we're all here for a reason with a purpose and function. Find your reason for being here, and don't listen to nobody and let nobody distract you. Stay on your square, stay centered, and stay safe.